In a small coastal town, perched on the edge of a cliff overlooking the endless ocean, there lived an old man named Elias. He was known as the Lantern Keeper, a title passed down through generations in his family. Every night, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Elias would light the grand lantern in the lighthouse. This light served as a beacon, guiding ships safely through the treacherous waters. The townspeople often wondered why Elias, who had never married or had children, remained so devoted to his solitary task. But Elias kept to himself, living in the lighthouse with only the sound of the waves and the cry of the seagulls for company. One stormy evening, a young woman named Maren arrived in the town. She was a traveler, wandering from place to place, seeking a purpose she hadn't yet found. The storm had forced her to take shelter in the town, and she soon found herself drawn to the lighthouse, where the light shone brightly even through the fierce winds and rain. Maren, soaked to the bone, knocked on the door of the lighthouse. Elias, surprised by the unexpected visitor, opened the door. He saw the determination in her eyes despite the storm raging outside. "Come in, child," Elias said, ushering her inside. "The storm will pass, but it's not safe out there now." Grateful, Maren stepped into the warmth of the lighthouse. As Elias made her a cup of tea, she couldn't help but notice the walls lined with old maps, faded photographs, and journals filled with meticulous notes. "Do you live here alone?" Maren asked as she sipped her tea. Elias nodded. "I've been the lantern keeper for as long as I can remember. My father was one before me, and his father before him." "Why do you do it?" Maren asked, her curiosity getting the better of her. "What keeps you here, night after night?" Elias smiled, a wistful look in his eyes. "This light has guided many to safety. It's more than just a duty, it's a promise made by my family long ago to never let the light go out." Maren listened intently as Elias told her the story of the lantern. Generations ago, a terrible storm had struck the coast, and many ships had been lost at sea. Elias' ancestors, who lived in the town, decided to build the lighthouse and keep a lantern burning to guide sailors home. It was said that as long as the lantern burned, the spirits of those lost at sea would find peace. "Do you ever feel lonely?" Maren asked softly. Elias paused, considering her question. "There are times when the silence feels heavy, but I find peace in knowing that I am part of something greater. The light I keep isn't just for those at sea. It's a symbol of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest times, there is a way home." Maren was moved by Elias' words. She had spent so long searching for her own purpose, drifting from place to place, that she hadn't considered the power of staying rooted, of dedicating oneself to something meaningful. As the storm began to subside, Maren thanked Elias for his hospitality and prepared to leave. But as she reached the door, she hesitated. "Elias," she began, "do you think someone like me could become a lantern keeper? I don't have a family legacy like yours, but I want to find a place where I can make a difference." Elias looked at Maren thoughtfully. "The light doesn't care who keeps it burning, only that it continues to shine. If you're willing to learn, you could take on the mantle when I'm gone." Maren's heart swelled with a sense of purpose she had never felt before. She stayed in the town, learning the ropes from Elias: how to maintain the lantern, how to read the weather, how to keep the meticulous logs that recorded each ship safely guided by the light. As the years passed, Maren became the new lantern keeper. The town came to know her as a beacon of hope, much like the light she tended. And when the time came for Elias to pass on, he did so knowing the light would continue to shine, entrusted to someone who understood its importance. Maren, once a wanderer without direction, had found her place in the world. She kept the lantern burning not just as a duty, but as a promise to herself and to the generations before her to be a light in the darkness, guiding others home. Morals: find purpose in service. True fulfillment often comes from dedicating oneself to a cause greater than oneself. Stay rooted. Sometimes, the answers we seek come not from wandering, but from committing to a place or purpose. Carry on the light. Each of us has the power to be a guiding light for others. providing hope and direction in difficult times. Vocabulary: treacherous, dangerous, especially because of hidden or unpredictable hazards. The light served as a beacon, guiding ships safely through the treacherous waters. Meticulous, showing great attention to detail, very careful and precise. The journals were filled with meticulous notes on the ships that passed by. Wistful, having or showing a feeling of vague or regretful longing. Elias smiled, a wistful look in his eyes as he recounted the story of the lantern. Legacy, something handed down from an ancestor or from the past. Maren didn't have a family legacy like Elias, but she wanted to make a difference. Thank you for watching and listening. Your support truly means the world to me. I hope you found the content enjoyable and engaging. I'm excited to continue this journey with you and share even more in the future. Your encouragement inspires me to keep creating and improving.